Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn. We have built the scavenger flag, but we have no beavers to work in it. And the pile for that there, that's a bit awkward. Why do we have no beavers? Where are the beavers? What has happened to you, beavers? What has happened? We only have 2 inches. We have many kits, so we should try and help them out. We should try and help them to grow, to become bigger, better, stronger, faster. So you can make kits grow. If I actually pause and try and click on one of these things, they have to fill this bar up to get to adulthood, and they grow at a certain pace. And you can actually increase it by increasing their well-being. So they can have all the foods, the campfires, all the bits and pieces, yada yada yada. So we want to do that. So what I'd like to do is, if possible, I'd like to build more houses, which sounds strange. If we expand the population like this, it's going to cause problems. So these can have 9 beavers in them. So 9, 18, 27, 36 for 4, and then obviously 72 for second floor there. So 72 beavers is good. I like it. I think it's good. I like it. So we'll go with that. Let's super speed up time and get them doing this. And what I'm going to do is, once the houses are built, I'm going to pause them, because you can pause houses, which is quite nice. You can pause them so no beavers live inside them. And then what we'll do is we will build ladders up the outside so that they can climb up to the higher floors. And then on top, we're going to put in all our decorations to give them a boost of all the wonderful things to get things going, because that would be a good idea. That would be a good idea. We don't have any trees though. That's kind of a problem here. So, but we are chopping down the pine and the oak. We might want to get another key for oak. Oh, we're not chopping down trees on this side. Oh. Oop. There you go. Don't worry about stuff on that side of the river. Let's get another wood chopper in here as well, shall we? Put one there. And you can actually reach all this pine over here as well. Beautiful. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that one is on there, so pause that as well. Okay, let's get ourselves the ladders in, and I want to do a little bit of a spinny thing on the ladder, so I want to go outside, inside, outside. I only really need 2 going up. So outside, inside. I think I will do all of them going up to the top, because we can't get the rooftop terraces up here. I could put 2 in, maybe. Let's have a look. See here, rooftop terraces. These guys. So if I put one there, you could reach from that side, and if I put one there, you could reach from the other side. But then it wouldn't really help us, because I want to put the decorations on top. The decorations going on top to help out with that, and that needs more than what we have here. So let's go to decorations and let's start with this. So we put the smaller ones in the center. So the shrub, put on, because I've explained this before, but I should explain it again. So apologies if you heard it, but some of you may not. But shrubs affect everything in a radius around them. Every decoration piece that has a effect, so the aesthetics effect, affects something around them in a complete vertical column. So this shrub will affect everything around it, all the way down to bedrock and all the way up to the top of the sky. So you could build this 10 high and put one on top, and it would affect every building below it. Because it has a 1 radius, it would affect this building, this one, and this one. Hence why I put them in groups of 4. So one shrub can get aesthetics to all the houses. Now beavers need to be in contact with them to get that, so they have to be inside the building that has the aesthetic bonus, or they need to be right next to the plant for it to work, or the shrub for it to work. But all beavers have to go home to sleep at night. So putting your decorations on top of housing is the most effective way to get the bonuses to them. So they all get the bonuses at night, and then the bonuses stop getting used up during the day, and they'll come back again at night. And yeah, also putting them around the agora for the folktales is a good one, because they all go to an agora. You can have 1 or 2 agoras, and you put them all around it, so they all get the bonus for being there. And I think the dance hall for the Iron Teeth works well. So we'll do this. We shall put a lantern here. It's another one that's only got 1 to it. The roof tile, the actual roofs, I may put on the top of these. I might raise them up by 1 more and put them on top of those because I think it looks better having them on top of there. They're like a top piece for that. So, and they might not need to get up on top of this place. So yeah, the scarecrow is bigger, so it can actually go further away. So that's a good thing for that. And there is the bulletin board, isn't there? So we have the scarecrow, which can go there. We have the bust, which can go there. And then we have the bulletin board, which is like the biggest one. And that can sit down there. It can, in fact, I think the bulletin board could sit technically like at the front of a building, but we'll put it on top because it's just easier. Just easier that way. If I put it there, it would affect. Actually, let's put it this side. Boom, and it will get the haulers as well. Just because why not? There you go. Boom. So there you go. So we'll get all those, and that'll be fantastic. Some of these require paper and metal blocks that we don't have access to, so we can't do that. And then what I'll do is I should decorations, and I should put the rooftop terrace. I could put just. We could put them in the centre there and just have one that covers the whole thing, but I think I will put them on the ends like that. Although, to be honest with you, if I did put one just there, that gets all the places that we need. And then I put like the bulletin board out here, the statue over there, because the statue and the bulletin board are the same size. And then people can see, they can stand down here and stare up and try and read the posters on the bulletin board from all the way down here, because that can happen. But yeah, unfortunately, some of these require stuff we don't have. So that one's paper. We don't have paper. That one's metal blocks, and this one metal blocks. So we don't have. Oh no, so this one planks. So this is okay. So okay. So that'll be fun. Let's put in another farm, not aquatic farmhouse, a normal farmhouse here. Like that. There you go. And you are just going to do whatever one you want. So you're going to prioritize carrots, you are going to prioritize potatoes, and you're going to do whatever you want to do. That's fine. We will extend this out here like a longer line, a straight line here. And then we might be able to use both sides of this, like bomb this down at some point. So we need explosives. We'll always need explosives. Explosives are good. And that'll be fine there. So that'll work. I think the only other things I really want to do is modify this. I'd like to have this so that it can... So the bad water can just go away. Basically, the bad water just turns and disappears off that way. I think that would be a good way of doing things. Let's do this up here as well, shall we? Boom, boom, boom. Do chop down all those trees there, and some trees on top as well, because we're going to need to get rid of those. So we'll have the bad water come out, turn, and then go off the map that way. And then here we'll build a reservoir. We'll make it 6 deep, make it large in this area here, 6 deep, and it can come out this side, or it can come out this side. So it'll pour out this side and that side. Two things. I may have this sealed off here. Then if the water comes this way, we can't. We could always do a water dump down here. Could straighten this off, do a water dump here right at the end. Might be a better idea for that one. I don't know. We'll see. I also need to figure out how to get down into here. So let's do that. Well, I know how to get down, not figure out, but I know how to get down here. But let's do that so that you can actually build these down here. Awesome. Speed up time because we just need to go. So yeah. So our beavers should get the bonuses for the happiness of these here. That will help our kits grow faster. So our happiness level will go up. I don't know whether we're going to get any kits. Let's see here. So 10 gives us 10% bonus. Awesome. So they grow up a little bit faster, which is always nice. We're in a drought, so let's turn off all the buildings that require power, and that will get our beavers out in the world doing the stuff in the world that we want them to. Here you high score of 10 now. Yay! Cool. Okay, and we have some buildings that lack construction materials. Like, yeah, many buildings that lack construction materials, so that's okay. Could we get ourselves a paper mill? in somewhere so I can build the scarecrow at the very least. The metal blocks are going to have to be done elsewhere. We need a better power supply as well. Not really sure where I want to do that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We do have the ability to... oh no, we don't have the ability to make infinite power. No, that's the folktales, isn't it? So we have windmills. Yes, we have windmills. So... paper. We need paper. Okay. We need paper. Yep. Yep, we're going to need paper. Let's run a road out to here. And we'll put in that there. You are not grabbing anything because, well, there's no space for logs to go. I would very much like to get a deep log storage going on. What's game? Just a moment. We have enough science for it. Requires planks. We don't have any planks. So we can't do that. If I replace these two with deep ones, that would work better for us. So we'll do that. We'll do that soon. Very, very soon indeed. Yeah. Okay. Because we don't need paper for this, but we do need metal blocks and treated planks, so we're going to have to get something going for other things anyway, so yeah. Okay, there's all that going again. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, and we'll wait a day, and then we will re-enable these guys. Well, I'm actually going to drop these down to be a lower priority, so beavers go out and work elsewhere. Science is good. We want science, but we don't need science is good, but we don't need science over other things. So, yeah, there's no point in having all the science to spend if we can't build the stuff. So, okay. So you guys are running now, chopping down the trees, doing the bits and pieces you need to do. Fantastic. You're chopping down the wood. That's fine. Okay. So, right. Pause. What do we need to build one of these? We need 40 planks. We have 37, so we'll get the planks soon. We need 20 logs. Logs we can get from the log cutters themselves, so that's not a problem. So if I destroy this, poof, and then I put in the underground log pile here, yes, and then set this to be logs, then the builders will come along in the morning, and they will start building it, because they can pick up the logs from the log place. There you go, boom, and then they can put all the logs inside there, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, if I build another one, unfortunately can't, although I was going to actually put the log one over here, wasn't I? Yes, I was. I was going to put the log one over here. And this one was, that's okay. That's okay, though. That's fine, because this can become planks. So let's put the log one over here. Okay, we will switch you to be planks. We will then destroy this one. And we'll put another one in next to it. This needs to be emptied of all the logs first, so come on, unload it, unload it. There you go, and then you can pick up all the planks. Cool, cool, cool. And then we'll put another one next to it. And this will be also 4 planks. Oop, there you go. Because the monument requires 2,000 treated planks. Ah, okay, this is going to be for treated planks then. Okay. 2,000 treated planks it needs, not planks. Ah, it needs 2,000 gears. Right, okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Right, cool, cool, cool. So, are we clearing up here now? Are you good? Are you good? You're doing okay. We don't have any haulers. Right, let's open up. Yeah, go on. Let's just open up all the houses. I think we're good. I think we're going to have enough food to deal with that. We don't have any grilled chestnuts because I haven't actually enabled this guy. Let's turn this guy on here. Okay. We have potatoes, which I really want to increase to being a big potato storage, don't I? So let's do that as well. Get rid of the potatoes. Put in that there, make that grilled potatoes, like so. Okay. don't have anywhere doing treated planks at the moment, but that's fine. That's fine. We do definitely want to get some explosives this time round because we need that there. Also, I am in the last series. In the last series, when we finished up, I was shamed. I was shamed with the whole. We didn't have any tails, any painted tails, which was terrible. Which was terrible. I know. So we should fix that. I can't see the comments now. Who was it left a comment about the tails? Luigi, no explosives. No, it wasn't. No. Blackout. NCY blackout. No painted tails is where you draw the line. I agree. We should have had more painted tails. Terrible. I agree. Sorry, I missed. So we need painted tails, but unfortunately, the detail requires metal blocks, which we don't have. So we are doing well for scrap metal. You have got a long way to travel to get over there. So we should open zip lines as well. Zip lines, I don't use the new movement system that we have. I can't use the new movement system we have. They don't do any. Right. Pause for a moment here. Look. See. So this bad water stops here, comes along here, comes down here, and then splits two ways. Could we block off one of these, force it to go one way, and then put wheels in? And then power our industry over here for things. So we can absolutely get a couple of power wheels in here. It's not very wide, is it? Put a wheel in there. I want to straighten this out. If it could be too wide and just straight line, it'd be fantastic. But I can't straighten it out unless I build it up with stuff. But that's an option. And then we can come down here and we can use scrap metal to make stuff down here for things. So we can do that instead. Where's the explosive? This one here. You take bad water and make explosives. So you can pump bad water from here as well. We could pump it directly out of here or out of here. Because the bad water pumps are too deep. So yeah, they could go over here and pump bad water from there. We could also like seal a runoff here. So we could do. I can't get to this to do it right now, but we could absolutely do. I don't know whether it would be too wide would be enough for this, but we could do like that there, which would force all the bad water down that single tunnel, and then you can put power wheels on top, power wheels like here. I don't think that would work like that. I think we'd have to do that because it would be too narrow otherwise. Put water wheels in like that. 1, 2, and 3, for instance, and that can power everything we want to power here, which we could absolutely do if we wanted to. Even seal that off there to make sure the water channels down there. If it'll work too wide, we could go nice and long with this, to be honest with you. So could do like that. If it'll work too wide, I don't know. So let's give it a try, shall we? Pop, let's do that. And then let's do 10 by 10 there. We'll unlock the double ones and we'll do that there. And we'll unlock the triple ones and we'll do that there. In fact, to be honest with you, I think I might do it back to there. Boop. Let's give that a try. This might be terrible. It might be fantastic. I don't know. Either way, we're going to give it a go. So let's go down to... not there. That's a... do that. Okay. And we'll run that along there. well, we'll actually let's put in another row of lines across there, so we can do that, and then I can get the power connections there, and I could absolutely put in windmills and things over here, which would be fine. And we could even go up the top of the edges. Well, we could go up the top and put some levees in, or overhangs in, so like this from the edges, and we could then have power. We could have batteries. That's the word I'm after. We put batteries on there. So, yeah. I don't know whether this will flow down through too. It's not very deep here. And this has got like this. This is 2 here, and this is 2 here. So it's not very deep and full. So I think channeling it through 2 may be a little much for it, but we'll give it a go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the priority of those. We don't want that going on there. That's a long way for them to go as well. So is there any way I could make... Gee, could we prioritize like this end of it, like this? Okay, so you build all that, and then we're going to slap the explosives. No, metal smelter in here. Like this. I'm going to run building just along, so they'll all connect up to it, but I want to connect to the back as well for it. So run buildings along, although I could run buildings that way, like this, and then do buildings there. But stuff, I don't know quite what I'm going to do with that. Oh, we got a bad tide approaching. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, I can run. That means I can run the path there. Remove that piece of it. Okay. You are spinning only losing 100 power at the moment, but that's okay because half the water's going past you anyway. So yeah, I could put a double wheel in here, but I'd rather narrow it down and see what happens. It might flood, it might go terribly wrong, we might get sick beavers. Maybe many things might happen, but well, we'll just have to see. So okay, so that's going to be a good thing. Pina died. No, Pina. So Pina's like one of the very first beavers I think I ever had. Let's pause all of these guys here now. We've got 32 beavers doing nothing. Yeah, we've gone a bit mad. Water is also struggling, which I should have guessed. This did get built here. That's nice. So water's actually poured down here as well now, which is also very nice. I would like to... Can I divert the water flow down that way? Could we do that completely? It doesn't matter right now because there is no water flow, but could I seal this off here? And then seal this off here. That would be a bigger reservoir, and then we could maybe move our pumps down here where the water's deeper. Would involve us putting in loads of platforms and stuff as well, which we don't really have any of the treated planks for because we don't have any yeah, we don't have any treated planks because of this up here. Right, so I think now actually drop all of this down to low. Yeah, water is a problem. We are out of water. We are, however, up to this. So I need to I'm really sorry, people, but I'm going to cut this off, which includes the metal. That's fine. We can cut that off. I don't want any beavers going out there building that. Okay, I need you beavers in here building this reservoir for one. And I also need to of somewhere for pumps to go. Do I want to put the pumps here? There's no real way to put a tank there, is there? No. I could put in a single. Right. Go faster. Go faster. Don't go super fast. Go faster. Don't go super fast. If I did that, and then put a ladder there. Don't want beavers going over that far. Hold on, the bad tide's going to come down here, and oh no, it falls in there. Okay, so that won't. So beavers can go that far. They don't actually do anything like that. So that's fine. Oop. Oop. Okay, and then what we do is we unlock the deep water pump and put it there. I'd like to put 2 of them in. We probably don't need 2 of them. 1 I think is going to be enough for what we do. But I would like to put 2 in if possible. So let's have this so you don't replant this tree on the corner here. And then we'll put a second one in. Yeah. I'm just trying to think, do I want a second one? Yes, I want a second one there. Okay, and then we're going to put in a big water storage here. Do that. Okay, right. So let's up the priority of this guy. Not that you can actually build it quick enough because you can't get there for that. So everyone is struggling. I'm going to actually build a large one over here. Okay, build the large one. I need treated planks. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I hate you. Right. I'm forgetting all the things as they're happening. I was going to put something there, wasn't I? Was that going to be planks? Yeah, that was going to be planks, wasn't it? That was going to be planks. And then these are other things coming in. So we've got planks. So we get treated planks over here. And then what else can this store? Metal, maybe. We'll see. I'm forgetting all the things I'm doing as I'm doing them. Food is not a problem. Water is a problem because we need treated planks. Because I'm an idiot and forgot that's a thing. How much are you using? You are using basically all the power you currently have. So, if I was to get rid of these 2 and replace you with a wood workshop on the end, there, you would take your wood and put it there, and then this could become treated planks here, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Do you know what? This is going to become carrots. Not that I need the carrots, to be honest with you. What else could we do instead of carrots over here? They're not chopping down the carrots over here. So what could we do over here instead? We could put down wheat. We don't use a lot of wheat. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do a lot of wheat. There are going to be a couple of beavers that may end up spontaneously turning into dust. But that is just a temporary issue, which should not cause any major problems. Maybe. Fortunately, when they're thirsty, they still work, which is nice. So I think some beavers are getting. I don't see any beavers dying of thirst at the moment. So they're just kind of getting enough. So yeah, up the priority of this stuff over here. Let's drop the priority of. Actually, that can just stay low. That's fine. You do that there. That's fine. Hopefully, the 3 here is enough to let the water out. It won't flood us back majorly, but. And I'm not fussed about pumping this dry here because we have a seal there and a seal here. So yes, this will go dry, so our pine trees will only get the water from here. But this is far enough across, I think, for the water to be fine there. So yeah, we will definitely see that. So yeah, you fortunately do not require anything that we don't have, so that'll be fine. We're up to 14 now. Awesome. Okay, you're not in range. That's fine because this will get built up here. And then you can get those trees up there, which I do need you to get because I need you to clear those trees out. So yeah. Okay, why are you? Oh, you're planting oak trees, aren't you? Might need you to actually concentrate on the pine trees, please. Okay, you're getting pine resin in, but I didn't store any pine resin, so that's purely just what this has got stored in here. Oh, this is done. Nice. Okay, they did that there. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's put in a little storage. You go there. And this is going to be for pine resin. Okay, you're making the trees your planks. Hey, it's done. It's built. Yay. Okay. These are phenomenal. The large water pumps are absolutely fantastic. Slow down. So these can pump, if we look at the stats on them, 5 water in 0.33 of an hour. So in an hour, they pump 15 water. These pump 1. So you would need, if they do 15, so they do 3 in an hour. You need 5 water pumps to run one of these. This only uses 3 beavers, so you save 2 beavers per pump, which is fantastic. Fantastic. This is running as well over here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I think all of our waters, this hopefully will get built next too. So that should seal that off there. And it'll pour that way, that'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to leave this as they are for the moment with all the pumps and everything going there. We've got the spare beavers for it for the moment. That's fine. Get that working there. That'll be fine. We are full on logs. I may have to actually get that to just be destroyed rather than chopped down, because I don't think it's ever going to get around to being chopped down. So, but we will see. We will see. Okay, so how did this over here finish up? Oh, I'm lost there. So this finished up with it was taking its time. Okay, let's up the priority of that guy again. You can't reach it because I disconnected you. I know, that's fine. Don't worry about that. So all the water is being pushed this way, through here, down here, and is flooding there. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. If we could then, like, seal off. Well, that's the only exit. And seal off the bad water sources, we'd be good to go. Oh, you got seeps here, yeah. So we could deal with all that, and that'd be fine. But right, okay. Oh, a bad tide is approaching. Right, let's reconnect that so you can start doing your thing there. Let's get another hauler going because more haulers. We don't want beavers doing nothing. Let's put a second hauler in, make it low priority workplace, and do that. And then we'll run a path around to the back there. Okay, beautiful. What's this? This is gears. Why are you gears? You should be emptied. What are you going to be? You're going to be something else completely. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't have a clue what you're going to be. Just something else. I don't know what. We'll figure it out. We aren't getting any grilled chestnuts in. I didn't expect this little bit of trees here to do it, to be honest with you. I don't know why I put a great big storage in. Don't know why I did that, but hey ho. Right, super speed, go, 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 go. Right, builders are... Right, let's up the... Oh, hold on. Where are our builders going? They're going over there to do that. That's fine. Okay. You do that. You do that. You go over there and do that. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. We could have sped this up as well, and it's something I never do. So I never do. But you can speed up the builder. So rather than having them have to carry stuff over, which is they're slow when they're carrying stuff, you could put down temporary storages over here with little bits inside, and then the builders will grab from the nearest storage to the thing. So if they're building this, they will find the nearest storage that has planks, which currently is this one here. But if we had a small one here and had our haulers filling it up, then they don't have far to walk, and it actually speeds up construction. I never do that. I always forget it's a thing. I always completely forget it's a thing. So, right, you are almost done. There's one more there to chop down. But you can't reach it, can you? No, you cannot. Okay, let's set it as marked for demolition then that way, and we'll do that. And what we'll do is we will put in 2 roads right next to it, like that, so it can't spread. So there we go. That gets rid of that. Nice. So now we own this area. We can do... Whoa! Slap the spacebar. Spacebar doesn't pause the game for me. I turned that off because I paused the game far too often. Good job I was right there at the time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're okay. We're okay. I think we're okay. It mixed with this water. It's not too evil. I think we're okay. That would have killed all our crops, which wouldn't be a terrible thing because we'll still survive it, but yeah. So the water's now diverted down here. You can pump out of this here, which is fine. Yeah. All is good. We're good for logs. You still going all the way down? You're still going all the way down here, aren't you? Yeah. So, do you know what we'll do? I will do exactly what I just said. Let's put in a couple of piles to do that, and I will do logs, and I will do planks. Most of these all just need planks, don't they? But then these need logs, so yeah. And I will set these to obtain. Boop and boop. Okay. And we will actually up the priorities of them, so we'll get them built first. This requires something a bit more, where it requires gears and scrap metal, so that's going to be a special build. So we'll do this. Let's also set this to a high priority, so we can get that constructed nice and quickly now. Let's change this to be paper, for instance, for a moment. Okay. There we go. They now have resources there. So if I slow down the game and I click on Gumbum again, see, he's coming down here now without carrying anything. Whereas normally he would grab a log and bring it down here. But he's not done that. He's dehydrated now, so that's kind of a problem. So, but now he's going to come down here and I was going to build something. So that's not a good example because he's just building something he just put together. So let's also put in a storage of this high priority obtain water. Okay, so yeah, wasn't a good example. Unfortunately, that wasn't a good example. We have to wait till morning to find out whether it works the way I think it works. Because I'm not sure. Oh, we got a load of, I guess the chestnuts came in. So nice. Okay. So morning has broken. Well, we're broken in the morning. Who broke morning? Smash. No, don't break the morning. So let's see what you do today. You run out with the whole crowd. Look at them all going. Some with their fancy hats. Some with their hammers. But he wonders. Down here. And you've got 2 other builders with him. One in front, one behind him. But they're not carrying anything. So they're running at full speed, which is nice. Now he picks up a plank. And he comes along. And they dump the planks in. And then he'll go back. And now he's going to go back and get some gears, I bet you. But do you see what I mean? If you put in intermediate storage, I suppose, yeah, then the builders will grab from here to build this. So when they come to build this, I know this is a priority and they need scrap metal and gears, so they've got to go off and get scrap metal and gears because there's none here. They will then do that all there. Also, I should really put water around in places like this guy here. If he wants a drink, he's got to come all the way back to HQ at dehydrated speed and then come back again. So really should fix that. So, but I did not. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So that will speed up this project here because haulers. If I actually find a hauler, click on hauler. It doesn't actually take. He's dehydrated, so that's not very helpful. But haulers carrying capacity plus 100%, so they can carry twice as much as a normal beaver, but they also move faster. So if a builder is carrying a log and a hauler is carrying a log, the hauler will move faster on the paths. So yeah, I think I might be wrong on that. Actually, now I'm looking at the things here, I might be slightly wrong on that because it might be that the haulers get carrying capacity rather than speed. I don't know. My information might be old. Oh well. Right. So we're going to build a little industrial area over here. Yes, during droughts is going to cause a problem because it just does. There's nothing we can do about that. But we can pump out a bad water here to do things as well, so that'll be fine. Yeah. So you need gears and scrap metal, which unfortunately the builders have to go and get and come back again. So yeah, there's no point in putting gears. Although we might build some stuff here for gears. Actually, I'm going to build some other buildings here, aren't I? We're going to build the centrifuge, which requires gears and metal blocks. I wouldn't mind building a bad water rig, but unfortunately we'd have to build it underwater here, which is not a good thing. So we'll just use pumps instead. We'll just use bad water pumps instead. So we could put in a little storage for gears here as well. Unfortunately, I messed it up and I put this in the wrong place. If I'd put that down there, it would fit there. Let's do that. Let's put in a small tank here. Set this to water and set it to supply or demand or whatever. Obtain is the word. Right, so you're going to build that. Okay, remove you, and then put in a little storage here. Prioritize, obtain, gears. Okay, hey, there we go. We have Loki working here. Fantastic. So now I want to have scrap over here, which unfortunately I can get an underground pile in there. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're going to do an underground pile there. Underground piles can't go on top of things. They can only go on the ground. And we'll put one in there. So let's do that, I suppose. Yeah, well, you're going to be for scrap. And again, you're going to be obtain. And you are going to be for metal blocks because we're going to need loads of them. So there we go. Awesome. Okay. Okie dokie. Happy. Nice. Cool. My builders can come down here and do whatever they want to do here. There are gears here now for things. So that's going to be fine. Let's up these two. Well, I don't need to up that one. Let's up this one. Not too fussed about metal blocks. Metal blocks are coming back here to do this. I have not reopened this. That was dumb of me. All our crops are dead. Oh well. It's fine. We've got plenty in storage. It's not a problem. Water's a problem. Water's a serious problem. Guess who's not paying attention today? So yeah, let's so I'll tell you what we'll do then. Seeing as I'm not paying attention, and it is quite possible my beavers will die very, very soon. Hopefully not. We shall leave this here, and we shall return in the next one and see what we can do. I want to go up here, I think, and I want to try and clear out some area up here for our beavers to do things. So we need explosives, but I also want to get some. I want to get some excavation going. I want to get some dirt excavation going. So I'm thinking of doing that up here. Maybe we'll get across the other side here and get rid of these trees. do that here. I did say we're just going to end the episode, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll do that in a moment. So across here. This is all temporary over here. And then we'll drop down the trees on the other side, which we're doing there. Let's also drop down the trees on that line there. Boop. So we'll drop down those trees there. Fantastic. And then we'll look at either blowing up this or doing something with it. I don't know. We could put some windmills up here with power. For power, I should say. Boop. You're going to be set to supply. Okay, we want some other storages as well, don't we? Yeah. Get some more big storages going. Put one out here. Couldn't put one out here because of that corner piece there. Right, let's shut down U3. We don't need U3 anymore. I can leave that like that, can't I? Where can I put in another? Oh, yeah. Water. Okay, so we can fill 2 of them up. Hopefully the 2 pumps are going to be enough for that moment. We will get rid of this pump over here at some point. We'll replace it when we put the second pump in here, which we can do right now. So let's do that. There we go. And then everything can be awesome. So let's up the workplace in the pumps. We definitely want to make sure they always have high priority. The farm should have higher priority, or high priority and the highest. So the farm should have high. The water should have highest. So yeah. Awesome. Nothing to do in range. That's okay. You'll get there. Don't worry. So yes, let's leave this one here. Let's come back next time and continue on from there, where we shall build out this over here, which is all super low priority at the moment. So yeah, stuff should be good. No place for logs to go. Yeah, that's fine. So you're obtaining the stuff from there. So our haulers are moving around doing things. Yeah. Yeah. Everything's awesome. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I'll do it to you again in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.